now
Okay,
35 years
we're
old.
scheduled to box 12 rounds. I've gone over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
That lengthy amateur career that lasted through 3 Olympic Games and then turns pro and now his 4th world title challenger. But Foster, from a tough background in Orange, Texas, greatly affected by the death of his mom when he was just 12 years old. Went on to win 8 national titles. Was a U.S. Olympic alternate and now a world champion looking to defend here in New Jersey.
And Tess, he's an 11-year pro.
Yes.
People don't understand that. Tons of experience. In and out of the gyms. Training with the best of the best.
Both these guys have earned it. They have put in their time to get to this stage.
Contessao already trying to establish himself. He's walking forward. That's what he's going to want to do. These first
finding with that jab.
Test, these first 4 rounds are going to be very interesting. I mean, I think the person that's going to win these first 4 rounds probably will win the fight.
We'll see who can establish themselves early on.
You know, Oshaki, he starts late in fights. You know, it takes him time to warm up, get in his rhythm. He can't afford that tonight. Because Contessao, once he gets going, he's a confident type of fighter. And once he starts getting confidence or gaining confidence, he starts putting more and more pressure on him, letting his hands go. That belief system kicks in. Oshaki has to take that away, and he has to win these early rounds.
You know, when it comes to coming out late with Oshaki Foster, look no further than what we saw last October, that fight against Rocky Hernandez, when one of the most dramatic title fight finishes ever in recent years. He had the round of the year in the eyes of many in the 11th round, and then scored a come from behind 12th round TKO against the mandatory challenger. He was trailing on points going into the last round and scored a stoppage for the win. And at the time, that was only the 14th fighter in modern history to do so.
That was remarkable. Remarkable to see, Tess. But you can't continue to hold on to that belt, trying to come back from behind, Tess. Eventually, he's going to catch up with you. You know, he's facing a tough guy that's going to put pressure on him all night long. That's going to dictate the pressure. Although Foster's moving and he's picking his spots wisely right now. Once that heat started to be thrown from Contessao, once he starts getting comfortable with his range, then we're going to see what Oshaki's all about.
Oh, there's a jab that then turns over into a left hook from long range from Shock.
It's beautiful boxing right there. Nice setup, good defense from Oshaki as well. And I think that's what's frustrating Contessao at the moment, because he can't land anything cleanly. We fighters, we love to land. Whether it's on the arm, it doesn't matter. We like to make contact with our opponent. And when we don't, we get a little frustrated. And you start rushing, start making mistakes against a savvy fighter like Foster, he will make you pay.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Kind of first round that was managed in a way, was fought in a way that favors Oshaki Foster, the WBC 130-pound champ. Watch the left here, Timmy.
Nice little throwaway left right there. Then you see him get in position like he was throwing the right hand. You see Contessao moving straight back, and then he just changed that. He changed that right hand into a left hook. That's just beautiful work right there from Oshaki Foster. Just reading the body, of his opposition. All started with the jab, Tess. Most important punch in boxing, to set up your power shots.
Contessa looking for that right hand behind a jab of his own, coming up short against Foster.
Right now, Contessa now is starting to pay attention to the chest of Foster. He's not looking for the head now. He's looking for the chest. He's looking to make contact with anything. And the body is the biggest surface to hit on a fighter. And he's starting to hit the body because he wants to eventually slow down the legs. He's trying to start to implement that now. That usually plays some dividends on the back end of the fight, or the latter half of the fight.
You got a gold medalist in the ring as a challenger. You got a silver medalist who's a pound-for-pound elite, and a 3-division world champion as a pro getting set. Shakur Stevenson, who, of course, this crowd will roar for, the Newark native, will be defending his WBC lightweight championship against Artem Hartunian. That'll be right here on ESPN following this Foster-Conceição fight. There's a right hand from Foster moments ago as Conceição came in. Conceição firing off a right of his own. Foster partially blocking it with the left.
And he rolled with it a little bit to take the steam off the punch as well. The difference in this fight, feet, IQ. That's the difference. Yes, Conceição is an Olympic gold medalist. However, that IQ of Foster is something else. It is giving Conceição fits right now. I mean, he's level changing. He's throwing feints now, implementing feints now. He's blocking the right hand like that. He's not giving Conceição anything. Ooh, nice counter right there, attempt from Conceição. He's looking for the right hand.
Both men opening up, and Conceição trying to time that right hand.
Good distance control now. Now the feints implemented by Foster. Now he's staying a little closer. He's not moving around a whole hell of a lot. He's stepping left, stepping right. He knows that right hand is coming. Let's see what he sets up off of the movement.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
BK melts full of flame grill layers. Meet the new Philly, it's stacked with flavor. Juicy beef and melty cheese. All these toppings will make you say sheesh. BK, have it your way.
Oshaki Foster, the champion, with a 14-7 connected advantage in a moderately paced fight early on. This is what we were reacting to in that second round.
It's no secret. Poor technique right there. Not shorting up your shot by Conceição. That's nothing new. He typically slaps with his right hand. Never changed. That's what I'm talking about. When you stay in the amateur system a little bit too long, it's hard to untrain those habits and that technique. Conceição now trying to get a little bit more aggressive now. And Foster still trying to put him in his place. He's using his feet when he has to. He's trying to take Conceição completely out of this fight by using his legs, making him fall short, and frustrating him.
It was a short right hand driving down from Foster as Conceição came into the pocket there.
Yeah, that's going to be open all night because he's starting to reach now. He's starting to get desperate. He can't find Foster. Legs are too quick.
Now, that's what Foster said yesterday when we met with him. He said, listen, I'm healthy. I can move. And if I can move, this is going to be much easier. The fight against Abraham Nova, the injuries forced him to fight a certain style. He was standing in front of Nova. Not how he fights.
Foster.
But because of that, we got a lot of drama in that fight.
As of right now, I don't know what's worse. Getting beat down by Navarrete or getting schooled this early in this fight. I can't say Sal. Has to be frustrating for him right now. Not to put together at least 2 punches against Foster. I know it's still early. There's still time. But
Navarrete dropped him twice, but he was able to outbox him and then rally late to earn that draw.
Yeah, but Navarrete is a guy that stands directly in front of
him. Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, he's there to be hit. And that's the reason why Conceição was able to be in that fight. Yes, and the defense, and his defense is not great. It's different when you're facing a cerebral fighter with good feet, good legs, great athleticism. And I talked to Bobby Bitten in the fighter meeting. I said, man, when are we going to see the best version of this guy? He's like, you haven't seen the best version. You should see the stuff that we see inside the gym. And I said, well, what's lacking? He says, I don't know, Tim. I said, what is it? He's going to take an opponent, the right type of opponent to bring it out of him? He said, I'm not sure. I said, man, well, he's going to need to bring it out tonight.
Artem Hartunian will challenge Shakur Stevenson for the lightweight championship coming up. Mark Kriegel caught up with him earlier tonight.
Artem, thank you for being here with us. Most Americans know you from the Frank Martin fight, which you took on very short notice. What did you learn from that?
Oh, I learned a lot from my last fight against Frank Martin, and I want to take all the experience that I gained from the fight to this fight against Shakur Stevenson.
You're not going to tell us exactly what it is, yeah?
There are so many things I can't count, but the main thing is to be concentrated and do my work.
You made a remark the other day about the smell of Shakur's fear. You want to clarify that? What did it smell like?
It smells good. I like the smell. I asked him what cologne you wear. He said no cologne. I said, okay, then it must be your fear.
That's very interesting. Listen, what doesn't Shakur Stevenson know about you that you think he's going to find out?
So Shakur Stevenson doesn't know me by any means. He will learn everything in the fight, and he will know me maybe after the fight.
There you go. Pretty interesting, fellas. Back to you.
Thank you, Mark. And this is round number 4 of this 130-pound fight. So there's Artem Hartunian showing some confidence, talking a little bit to Shakur. And there's the guy listening to it. There is Shakur Stevenson, the 3-division world champion, top 10 on ESPN's pound-for-pound list, and ready to put on a show. Now that he's healthy, he is coming off of that highly criticized fight last November. But as he has detailed, had the injured left shoulder, the hand, and he did what he had to do against De Los Santos to come out with the victory. And you just get the sense that tonight, in this spot, in front of these fans and that opponent, he is ready to stamp and remind people of just who he is. There's a sweeping left hand by Conceição on the way out. You can see Foster jawing a bit.
Yeah, Conceição will have to turn it up. He lost the first 3 rounds already.
Yes.
He's behind in this fight, on my scorecard, at least.
He's only landing 9% of his punches thrown to him. 9%, 12 of 141.
That's frustrating. I mean, I'd rather fight, I'm not going to lie to you, I'd rather fight Navarrete, a guy that can punch as hard as him, than having to deal with this, swinging that air all night. It's like you're fighting a ghost. He's appeared to be in front of you, but you can't hit him. Foster right now put on the clinic, and you hear the fans. They don't like it. They don't like it.
Hey, listen. Foster's in the business of not getting hit, and that's what he's doing very well right now.
Oh, he got hit right there. He got hit right there. Nice little right hand. See, people don't understand the brilliance of boxing. Hit and don't get hit. You got a man directly in front of you. He's not running. He's directly in front of him, but he can't hit him. And people want to see action because everybody, you know what they're used to? They're used to seeing the MMA. That's what they used to seeing. MMA, they got knockouts.
Or they used to seeing what they just saw with Keyshawn Davis, which was an all-out foul-filled brawl.
That too.
And prior to that, Abdullah Mason with sensational TKO. In fact, Abdullah Mason's going to join us live, Tim. He's going to be right next to you up on the set for the State of Boxing, which will be the post-fight analysis show. And we will have Abdullah Mason live. You can see that on the ESPN app, the State of Boxing. And that's every week following our live broadcast.
It's harder to fight in this fashion, Tess. It's harder to fight in this fashion. Anybody can just go in there and throw punches.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Brick City. Mark Kriegel at the end of 4. How do you have this title fight scored?
3 easy rounds to 1 for Oshaki Foster. I spoke to Bobby Benton. He says, listen, the fakes and the feints and the jabs are doing their jobs. That was our plan.
And here comes the pressure from Contee Sal. He's trying to cut off that ring now. Trying to put Foster along those ropes. Letting his hands go a little bit more now, which could open opportunities for Foster if he chooses to counter.
Yeah, you can see a distinct change to the pace of the fight based on what Contee Sal was doing. Last round was the first round that he outlanded him, had a 10-8 connect advantage.
Nothing landed there. Just offense from Contee Sal again. Foster right there rolling that shot.
Yeah, not turning that right hand over at all, almost chopping, hammering with it. Two-punch combination from Foster.
Foster, he has to be comfortable right now because he hasn't switched southpaw. He has that ability also to switch southpaw. The fans getting a little bit restless right now. They want to see more action.
If the fans are getting restless, it's a Foster fight.
Yes.
Oh, there's a right uppercut between punches.
Did you see the defense after he rolled that shot? Right hand?
There's a right hand over the top from Contee Sal.
That uppercut's going to come. That right uppercut's going to come real soon from Foster. He's pulling right now. Occasionally pulling and rolling that shoulder to set up that right hand. But that uppercut could come because Contee Sal, when he throws the right hand, one is poor technique. His left hand is down and he leans forward. Good body shot right there by Contee Sal. Just letting his hands go. If you're going to stand there and try to block shots, Tess, something to eventually get in there on you. Nothing is landing. Nothing. So discouraging.
Solid defense from Foster, blocking so many of these punches.
And he's directly in front of him. And that's exactly what you're going to see tonight with Shakur Stevenson. They not running. They stand directly in front of you, just outside of mid-range. And you can't hit him.
It's like Matrix-like with Shakur. Contee Sal just landing 12% of his punches thrown.
That's what fighters hate. They hate that space that's created when they either pull or step straight back or step back. And then they get hit with counters like that.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
With boneless wings this good, it makes no sense to still be a boneless denier. Popeye's new boneless wings are tender, juicy, and made with all white meat. Oh, you'll believe. We don't make sense, we make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Good crowd here at the Prudential Center, home of Seton Hall basketball, the Devils, and the original hometown of one marvelous Marvin Hagler before Mom picked up the family, moved to Brockton, Massachusetts, a place that just unveiled a spectacular Hagler statue last month to honor the marvelous one. Total punches, you see Foster, and the defense as Conceição only landing 11%.
Foster just keeping the narrow stance right there, just rolling those shots. That right hand, particularly from Conceição. Conceição will have to switch things up. All he throws are straight punches. Needs to change things up. I mean, you have a superior guy like that, like Oshaki Foster, who's cerebral. You can see everything coming. If you don't change things up, it's going to be hard to land punches on him. Change things up. Throw a little bit more variety in your arsenal.
There's Shakur Stevenson. He's now up, getting mobile a little bit. He was sitting back for a while, watching his friends, now posing, chewing gum. He seems so relaxed, doesn't he? WBC lightweight champion will be in action in moments. A division that is very top heavy. You've heard the news of the ongoing negotiations between Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. And then Shakur, he wants a piece of the big action. He's got to get through Artem Hartunian tonight. First world title challenge. He was a bronze medalist at the 2016 Olympic Games.
Test. First line of defense.
Is that
Look at Artem. Is that Artem?
Yeah, he's being loose. He's playing to the camera.
Yeah, he looking loose and all that stuff. I don't know how much of that I can take serious, to be honest with you.
Well, here's the thing. Like, both guys are watching the ESPN broadcast, so they're seeing each other. He's giving Artem the thumbs up.
Yeah, but, you know, you want to stay relaxed being a fighter. And you know, I like the fact that Artem is staying relaxed, but, I mean, he's been relaxed through this entire promotion, through this fight. Now, I don't know what he knows, you know, but I hope he's just not here just to have a good time. I hope he comes in there and has a game plan and really wants to fight.
That's what he says, as Conceição just shoe shining. Story so far as we come to the halfway point of this world championship fight has been the defense of shock of Oshaki Foster, world champion from just outside Houston, Texas. Take us through it in terms of this defensive effort from Foster.
First line of defense. Your eyes. That's where it starts. Great eyes right here. Great movement by Oshaki, being in position to be able to avoid these shots and also punching in between those punches. Nice little raise at the guard right there to block that shot. Just skipping out the back door right there. Oshaki getting out of range. He appears in range, Tess, and then he gets out of range. He appears in range and he gets out of range. He's one of the most frustrating fighters, one, to watch, but at the same time to be able to and actually fight. Difficult champion to face. No, I know it is. I know it's hard at home for the I know it's hard at home for you folks at home You know, you want to just see knock him down, drag him out type of brawls. I get it. I like those type of fights as well. But this is a boxing clinic you're witnessing right now from Oshaki. And I hope he can turn. I hope he turns it up as the fight continues. As Conteh Sal fades a little bit. Either that or Conteh Sal turn it on, Tess.
That's what's going to need to happen. Good jab off the hip from Foster.
Something's hurt. Foster just hurt something.
Well, I think his right hand on that last exchange, all of a sudden he backed off.
Yep.
He moved it, and then you saw him take his left glove and cup the top of his right glove as if to test it out or to reposition it. So we'll watch for that right hand from Foster, how much he throws it. Because after that last exchange, he went to the potty with it right there.
Just hiding behind that shoulder.
Yeah, that shoulder
It's so
roll.
brilliant.
Now, you think he's going to come with the right hand behind it?
The uppercut, I wouldn't mind seeing that. That uppercut.
He nearly did right there.
No, you're looking for the reactions of the fighter. I noticed that reaction from Foster. I don't know if he hurt his hand or not, but something he didn't like, he felt. In his hand.
He steps to the inside with a three-punch combination.
See, the fans want to see more action. More action. I see the defense, but they want to see more counterpunching. Yeah, my dad used to always tell me, he's like, man, if you make them miss, you do all that work to make them miss, then why don't you make them pay? Why don't you make him pay? Every inch he takes inside that ring, you want to make him pay. That'll keep him honest. And that'll keep you winning the fight with ease. Good counter. Ooh, he hurt him with that right hand. Buzzed him just for a split second. I saw the feet just stay still, just froze up for a minute. For just a second from Conteh Sal.
Foster popping off that right hand. Well, he has been masterful behind that shoulder roll.
Yes, he has.
Defense is on point all night long. Conteh Sal has to be frustrated.
He's super.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
We start round number 8. Foster with a 58-39 connect advantage, so not much offense out of Foster, but it's been defense leading the way. As Conteh Sal's thrown 372 punches and only landing 39, so just at 10%.
Oh, wow. That has to be an all-time low for Conteh Sal. And I saw Bobby Benton in between rounds massaging that right arm of Foster. I think in that last round, he kind of maybe probably retweaked that right arm, that right hand.
Mark Kriegel, what can you tell us about that?
Bobby Benton said nothing to worry about. Just missed a shot, hyperextended his arm a little bit, and he expects to start pouring it on pretty soon now.
See, what he's doing is he's beating Sal. Yeah, he's beating him physically, but he's beating him mentally. You take a fighter completely out of the fight when you beat him mentally. Sal's going to start having to take more chances to get in this fight to land anything, and that's going to open up doors for Foster to be able to land more offense.
No, there he turns him around, lands that right hand.
Yeah, anybody wondering at home why Sal is not urgent? It's his last shot. It's because he has to have his feet planted to be able to throw punches. He doesn't know how to move and let his hands go. That's one of the hardest things to do, is throw combinations and move at the same time. Nice right hand right there from Sal.
Yeah, well, he had the opportunity for it because Foster was opening up.
And he looked
so there was a place to find it between punches.
Yes.
It was a wide right hand.
Not enough body work coming from Sal either. When he's head hunting, you get a mover in there, fleet-footed guy. You want to go down to that body, try to take his legs away, at least attempt to.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Eat like a king who's on a budget. 3 tasty options, fries, drink, and nuggets, all for $5. Wait, that can't be right. Just confirm that that's the real price. BK, have it your way.
Through 8, Mark Kriegel, how do you score this fight?
7 rounds to 1, Oshaki Foster. You can see he's starting to move forward now. But the real audience is at ringside with Oscar Valdez. That's the guy he wants. That's the most popular guy at 130 right now, him and Navarrete.
Oscar Valdez, who right now at 130 pounds is the interim belt holder in the WBO. And they have ordered Navarrete and Valdez to have a rematch of their fight from a few years ago.
I see blood caused by a head clash. Referee, I don't think saw it.
It's around the right eye of Contessain and the right and the left eye of Foster. Excuse me, the right eye of Foster.
Doesn't seem to be in a bad area. Is going to affect any fighter. Oh, good left hook right there on the inside.
See Shakur Stevenson with his team just sitting back patiently waiting his turn. Publicist Julie in the background there. Big crowd is gathered here in Brick City, the homecoming of Shakur Stevenson. And then Artem still dancing, Timmy.
Yeah.
He says he won't be dancing against Shakur. He feels confident that he's going to be able to touch him and hurt him. But the title challenger, Artem Hartunian, who was trained by his father-in-law, Archer Gregorian, the former WBO lightweight world champion.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I don't know, you know, I haven't called any of his fights, so I don't know how much of that dancing and all that stuff is fabricated. Maybe that's just him. But he told us in the fighter meetings that he don't think about winning and he don't think about losing, which I thought was interesting, his perspective on just sports in general and in life. He says he just stays positive and whatever happens, happens.
A real cerebral guy. You saw Contesau slip on that top-ranked ESPN logo, which can happen if there's enough sweat or blood.
Contesau ain't never been. He's not in this fight. Not even a little bit in this fight. He needs a knockout to win. He needs to somehow step on the gas, cut off the ring. He needs to do something different. Because if he continues to do the same thing over and over again, it's going to be easy pickings for a fighter with the IQ of Foster.
Contesau has only had one round where he's had double-digit connects. That was the 4th round. The lone round on Mark Kriegel's scorecard that went to him.
Obamacare is a disaster. We want to terminate it.
That would mean over 100 million Americans will lose protections for pre-existing conditions.
President Biden has protected the Affordable Care Act and lowered healthcare costs for millions by $800 a year. Now, he'll make those savings permanent.
Healthcare should be a basic right. Folks, he's coming for your healthcare, and we're not going to let it happen. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Well, Robson Contesau told us yesterday, I'm going to be just as aggressive as I was against Navarrete. As you pointed out earlier, you're not up against Navarrete. This was the clash of heads that happened in that last round. Right eye of both men opened up, but it is so different when the target is elusive and defensively sound like Oshaki Foster, and that is why Contesau is in such a deep hole, according to seemingly everybody watching ringside. Now he tries to pick up the pace, but most of that is being smothered and blocked by Foster.
Skill and
Foster
IQ.
fires back.
Skill and IQ. IQ trumps all, Tess. You know, you put the attributes and the skill with it, but the IQ, being at the right place at the right time. Getting in position to where you can hit your opponent and where he can't hit you. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I understand that a lot of folks at home is probably saying, oh, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. No, this is easy. This is easy for the champion. When you completely dismantle a fighter and you take him out of his element.
Right hand got around the guard. Mark Kriegel.
Mike Basil, Contesau's cutman, says, hey, this is a deep, deep cut. There's some flesh coming out. Good news is we should be okay because there's only 3 rounds left. I can deal with it.
That's due to the clash of heads in the 9th round.
Now all Foster needs to do is punctuation at the end. He needs to turn it up a little bit. He got his man bewildered now. Got him doing whatever he wants. Starting to put a little bit more offense together against Contesau. That doesn't mean get hit now. That just means start to counter a little bit more often. He has opportunities that he's missing and passing up, and he can't do that. And then that's when you get the entertainment value, Tess. That's when you step it up.
I think the way he's been able to control things and where he has this fight, he would be willing to do that. as we head towards the end of round number 10. WBC Junior Lightweight Championship as Foster's trying to bring this thing in for a landing and defend his title. And then coming up in moments, we will see Shakur Stevenson. Looking to remind everybody just why he is who he is with what he faces tonight against Artem Hartunian. That lightweight division filled with big names. Mark Kriegel caught up with Shakur and asked him about it.
I'd like your thoughts on a few people. Devin Haney.
Good fighter.
Tank Davis.
Special talent.
Vasily Lomachenko.
One of the best to ever do it.
That one really bothered you?
Yeah, it does.
Because you felt you could measure yourself against an all-time great.
I mean, honestly, I already knew the outcome in my brain. Like, I know how I'm going to pick them apart, and it'll be a masterclass.
Teofimo Lopez.
Scary. Scary. I seen him go in an interview and say, he will never fight me. I don't understand how he can say no to making money.
Of course, Teofimo, the champion at 140 pounds. This is the WBC champion at 135 pounds. And you can hear the reaction from the fans here in Newark just by seeing a glimpse of Shakur Stevenson. Grew up right here in Brick City. Been well documented that Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko and their representatives are very, very deep into negotiations and planning for a unification fight. Denise Baranchek is the newly minted WBO champion after he defeated Emmanuel Navarrete for that vacant belt back in May in a fight that we televised in San Diego. And then there's Shakur, pound for pound elite, maybe the most skilled of the group. Just sitting back and seeing where things will go for right now. But first, there's Hartunian. 11th round, Contessao. You see the punches landed. Only one round where he was able to hit double digits against the elusive and defensively sound Foster.
Contessao starting to swing like a teenage girl now. Technique is terrible. He's slapping with his punches and everything.
You know Clarissa Shields is here, right?
Well, she hit like a.
Oh, she is one of the greats.
She can, yes, she hit different. I was watching one of her videos last night, the sparring session she had. That's why I said teenage, high school, not a fighter. Standing directly in front of him and can't get touched.
Yes.
You seen that with Floyd Mayweather. You're going to see it tonight with Shakur Stevenson. And look how far Floyd Mayweather went. They said that it's the same thing about Floyd. He's boring, he's this, he's that. And look what Floyd was able to accomplish.
Boy, Contessao just cannot break through against him. And this is exactly what you said it a couple rounds ago, Timmy. You said this is easy. You can call it whatever you want, but it's easy for Foster to do this. That's what Foster said yesterday. He said, I know I'm healthy. I know I can move. And because of that, it will be easy against Contessao.
He never got out of first gear yet, Tez. He's still in first gear. I would love to see him go through the gear changes, though. I would love to see if Foster can just turn it up a bit, take a little bit more risk to get some offense off, just again, to increase his entertainment value. And, you know, some of you would say, oh, this fight is already won. And, I mean, just keep going through the motions. Nah, man, you're in there to entertain, too, at the same time. It's your job. Fans want to see you. They want to see how special you really are.
Are you crying? No. There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. And you can use those miles on any travel purchase. What's in your wallet?
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat. So you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
This is Formula One!
Twelfth and final round of what has just been a rinse and repeat kind of fight for Shock Foster, the WBC champion. And as his defense has led the way against Contee Sal. Now you'd have to think desperation time for Contee Sal.
Again, just getting out of range, getting right back in the range. Getting out of range, getting right back in the range from Foster. Not running. Now he's moving, lateral movement right here. Got in spot, nice tuck up. Tie up, get himself off the ropes, get back in the center of the ring. Contee Sal, what he's doing, he's just chasing, trying to cut off the ring. Having a difficult time doing that. He has an elusive target in front of him. One of the main focus you want to do when you have an elusive target like that, you don't want to punch where he is, you want to punch where he's going. You want to anticipate that.
Still trying to land those chopping right hands. That shoulder roll makes it a difficult task.
Especially when you throw your right hand like that. You know, to deal with that shoulder roll, you almost got to have a punch like Marcos Madonna, where you come up over the shoulder to be able to land that right hand. Up and down over the shoulder to land that right hand on Foster. Because he tucks his chin behind that shoulder very well. I think he might be the second best that I've seen being able to actually take that from Floyd Mayweather and actually use it effectively.
Yeah, I mean, Floyd would come with the shoulder roll and then the Viper right hand counter when he would be offensive minded with it.
He's right there in the pocket. Oh,
he is. He's standing right there in the pocket and just saying, all right, this is what it is. I don't have a problem with it.
It's just killing me. I mean, this is an Olympic gold medalist in Contee Sal. I thought that was going to be a real threat tonight. A real challenge. This tells you right here how special Foster is. Special fighter.
Yeah. Foster completely just neutralized him in every way possible. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is presented by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The Rock, where Shakur Stevenson fans have filled tonight. The CompuBox numbers, all you need to see are those paltry numbers on the Contee Sal side, only landing 11% of his total punches thrown. Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. Valdez, who's a few seats down from us doing the international broadcasts, they are being ordered to fight for the WBO. And this is Foster, who's got the WBC. Same famed green belt that Shakur Stevenson will look to defend in moments. Shakur versus Artem Hertunian is coming your way. best plus-minus in all of boxing. The hit and don't get hit master. The undefeated Stevenson, who's gone through a wild news cycle since last November when he was highly criticized for his lack of entertainment in a win that he says, guys, I was injured. I knew that going in. Had to do what I had to do to win, which he did and always has. The 3-division world champion will be up next. Mark Kriegel, what's your final card read?
119, 109, 11 rounds to 1. You know, one thing, Robson Coen was not supposed to be easy. Oshaki Foster made him look easy.
I just wanted to throw the word. I can bang it out, but I can't get to it if I want to.
Well, they're taking a long time to tally these scorecards here, Tim.
It shouldn't be that long. That's easy. That's easy work. Oh, what you're going to see is just one-sided beat down from Foster, starting from the first round when he landed that left hook right there. Just complete target practice. Took Coen completely out of the fight with his footwork. I told you that footwork will be the difference here. IQ was also the difference. Punch selection, technique, all the above. You know, Coen did what he can do. Whatever he can do or whatever he can land, he attempted. But just the superior skills, boxing skills of Foster.
By the way, the judges that we have for this WBC title fight have very limited experience in world title fights. Anthony Lundy's had 2 fights, world title fights. Mark Lyson, 10. Ronald McNair has 26, but those are paltry numbers in terms of experience at the world title level. Let's see what they came up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Anthony Lundy scores the bout 116-112 in favor of Coen. Ron McNair scores the bout 116-112 in favor of Foster. Mark Lyson scores the bout 115-113 for your winner by split decision. And the new WBC Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Robson Obravo Coen.
I don't know what to say.
No way. No way. That is ridiculous. That is a gift from God right there. That is ridiculous.